Kev, a few days have passed now since the double header against Barnet. Two good performances. Just frustrating that we couldn't get the results.
Yeah, absolutely. I think on the balance of both the games, we're in top and on the front foot. Obviously disappointed with the results, not the performances as such, and hopefully looking for the same again going into the next game. But looking back and reflecting on it, you look at how much good stuff we've produced, and away at Barnet, especially second half, where they've rarely got into our half to cause us any problems, and just conceding the way we did was disappointing. But we created chances and just weren't able to take them.
Yeah, the festive period as a whole saw us play three times in a week, which is a challenge with this sort of squad size we've got. How are the fitness levels looking after that schedule?
Yeah, no problem at all. No good in terms of fitness wise. The lads they're fit anyway. They're a fit bunch, and not too bad. I don't think the schedule was too bad this year anyway. So all had a good week's training and a bit of rest at the right time, and ready to go.
Will you be able to welcome anyone back for Halifax? Harry Cardwell or Cav Marley any closer?
I think Cards no. Cav's been on the grass again this week to build up more, so we'll leave that as long as we can and see where he's at.
Yeah, as we say, Halifax at the weekend, it'll be a tricky one, won't it?
Yeah, tough game. Everyone there's done ever so well, and the game early in the season was a tight one, and how organised they are. Watched their game away at Altrincham, where they were much the better side throughout the game, and were comfortable apart from a last minute goal from Altrincham, and organised, really well coached, and defensively very solid, which is something everyone knows about as well. But right throughout the team all knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they've conceded the fewest goals in the league. We've conceded the second fewest. So based on that, I think it's fair to say it'll be a game of tight margins.
Yeah, I think every game's different. I think what you find is that we'll go to try and win the game. I'm sure they'll be doing the same as well, but there's different ways of doing it. And just watching them recently, they've gone after Altrincham especially and caused them problems. And we're at home, but we like to try and get on the front foot if we can. It makes for a decent game, I think. And they're in decent form, and a real tough nut to crack, but will present their own problems going the other way as well.
How's James Morton settled into the group? He came on at Barnet and looked really composed, didn't he?
Yeah, done well, ever so well when he come on. So pleased with him how he settled in. Just adds to an area of the pitch now that we think we're very strong, and when you've had people injured, that we can bring someone in of the quality that is very similar to what we've got in that area, and I think that's important going forward in terms of the squad.
We're a few days into January now, so of course the window's open for Football League clubs. Does that mean there's been any more movement in the transfer market?
No, yeah, we're trying. It's obvious that we know what we want to bring in. We've got offers out there, and we're trying to move things along as quick as we can, and that's all we can do.
Kev, does that mean there's a possibility before Saturday?
That's always the aim. I think there was, we wanted someone in before last game. So, as I say, we've put them out there, and we do want them done as quick as possible. Hasn't always been, not always that easy to get done, but that's out of our control.
There's lots of rumours flying around, as there always is, but it's good for Southend to be included in that now. We know you want a striker. Is a centre half something you're also looking at? According
to rumours, yeah. Listen, we know what we want, and we've known a while, and there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes, because our scouting system and how we work have looked, identified, and then we try and make amends, and that's all we can do. And hopefully that comes off sooner rather than later.
Is there an extra spring in the step of yourself and the players now that you're functioning more as everyone else is, and you've got the ability to bring people in? Are people excited about who they might have as a teammate?
Yeah, I think so. I think I think the players that are in the building want to see quality come in. That they accept as that can help them and push the team on and add competition to places that if you get in the team, you've got to stay in, because someone of as good quality is waiting on the sidelines to take your place. So that pushes the standard up, I hope, and you should embrace that and push your standards higher.
And obviously the aim is to, we spoke earlier in the season about how it's a tight-knit squad and there's only a handful to choose from, and you're going to be aiming to get it to a point where you can bring on top quality from the bench.
No, always. I think anyone who's been successful in this league will have that squad. We go to Barnet and they've got people in the stand that could easily be involved, and we haven't had that luxury. And Chesterfield up at the top and Barnet, Bromley, the size of their squads. Well, I'm not saying we've got to have a massive squad, but we've got to have a real competitive one.
And on Halifax Town, we've already decided it's going to be 1-0 to Southend United by the looks of it. They're the sort of team that you're kind of pitting yourself against in terms of how good you think you are as a football club. Yeah,
I think we do that every game we go into. I'm not sure it's Halifax, because I think the nature of this league tells you that if you're not on it, you can come unstuck no matter what position teams are in the league. And I think despite if we were having our 10 points back, we'd be pretty close to where they are. So always a tough one, and always so well organised and well coached, as I keep saying. So there'll be a threat without a shadow of a doubt.
Thanks.
Cheers.
How's Callum Powell progressing? I asked you about him for a while.
Yeah, he's still going to be out for a little bit. He's got a lot of work to do, and he's going through a process of his recovery that, as I say, it's going to take time. But he's been doing good. He's been doing well. He stepped it up certain areas of it, and it's just keep progressing it as quickly as we can.
And David Martin, has he had his scan? Or?
Yeah, but he's got another, I think it's MRI one for more clarity on it. But improving and getting there.
Yeah, and contract-wise, are you talking to players here as well? Because it's important to look after the
of course. And that's something we've always spoke about. It's important to speak about the lads that are in the building, and that's it's something we have been doing. It's been ongoing. So hopefully, that'll be going alongside trying to bring 1 or 2 bodies in.
And there have been a lot of rumours. It must be quite hard to sort of keep hold of things.
Yeah, listen, it 100% doesn't help us. It doesn't at all. And I know people want to be in the know. I want to be the first to break news. It doesn't help at all. And if there's people coming from inside the club, that's not good. That's got to be stopped. There's players that we've identified, put on the list that we want to do, and it comes out. So all it does is alert other clubs to what we're doing, and that was happening even when we were in embargo, when we couldn't act. So have we missed out on 1 or 2? Maybe, I don't know. I know it doesn't help. And as much as everyone wants to know, as a football club, we have always wanted to keep our business in-house and work quietly, and when it's time to announce, hopefully we're the ones to do it. As I say, everyone at the club does a job, and Matt and all you guys at the club should be the ones breaking news. And in terms of, there's a lot of rumours around this football club, and a lot of stuff gets out that shouldn't for me. So it's something that it doesn't help us. It doesn't help us, and listen, we've got to batten down the hatches a little bit maybe.